Hi everyone, my name is Jyoti and I welcome you all to this VMC Study Abroad channel. And in this today's videos, we're gonna talk about this particular exam, this IELTS examination. What it is, what module it has, and how many sections we have of a particular module. So let's get started. As you know, the exam name is IELTS. So you must know it is an English language testing system, which is an exam going to evaluate you on basis of your English skills. So that skill includes all the four things like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. IELTS is basically a proficiency test. Unlike SAT, GRE, GMAT, it is the test of your proficiency of English. So you need to be proficient in this case. Your English abilities, as I said, it checks you on basis of your listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing. There are other English exams also, like TOEFL and PTE, but those are the integrated test of English, right? What happens there in that case? Like if in TOEFL, if you're taking your writing module, so there would be an audio also going to assist you to write further for the writing essay, because there we have independent and dependent essays. But here in IELTS, if it is the test of your listening, it is pure listening, no interruption of reading or writing or any other module. So it's like this. That's why it is something which is very important, and that's why this exam is widely accepted. You have listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Now, one more question that students generally ask me, that what are the IELTS scores? How much we need to have in order to, apply for visa, or so that we would not have any chance of failure. So I say that if you're taking your academic exam, it means if you are dreaming to take admission in foreign university, you should have 7,666. 7,666, I mean to say 7 in listening and then 6 reading, writing, and speaking. This way, you can secure your 6.5 overall score. But if we talk about the general training is the test which the people are taking, those who want to go for the immigration or want to do job there, want to do business, something like that. So for the general training, you must have 8,777. It means it is overall 7.5 score. Then again, you should have listening 8, reading 7, writing 7, and speaking 7. Talking about it's as I said, it has 4 modules. So in this particular video, I'm going to discuss about the listening part. In listening, we have total 40 questions and no negative marking is there. Sections are 4. It means one section, 10 questions. Overall timing, we have 30 minutes, but more than that, this 30 minutes. If I am taking my exam in PBT mode, I mean to say in paper-based test, if I have, then I will have 10 extra minutes. And if I will take CBT exam, which is computer-based exam, then I will have 2 extra minutes. So in total, for the paper-based test, I will have 40 minutes. And for the CBT, like a computer-based test, I will have 32 minutes, which is a plus point here, because in any other exams, we do not have this much of spare time. Okay, so what types of questions we have? Types of question includes fill-ups, MCQs. MCQs of 2 types. First is single type, double type. So single type, it means one option only I have to pick. Double option, it means 2 options I have to pick. Maps I have, short answer type questions, then flow map, summary, sentence completion. That's it. So these are the types of questions that we have to learn one by one, that how to do these questions in listening, how to get answers out of the audio which is given. What is the skill required? As I said, it is a pure test of English. It means only for the listening module, you must have the listening of, the skill of listening. And the tricks, definitely tricks are there, but tricks gonna help you once you know how to listen, how to understand that particular thing. If you do not if you fail somewhere in understanding of listening, definitely tricks will not help you to get help from the tricks, you need to have basic understanding of listening at least. Okay, this is a very important slide because here I'm going to tell you the difference between the academic and the general training module, because there are a lot of questions have been asked about by the students. They ask that what is the difference between the GT and academic. So the first difference that I'll tell you, in GT test, people need to score more in order to get good band scores. For example, if you see here, if I have 32 or 33 score in my exam and I'm taking GT test, then I will have 6.5, whereas 32 or 33 here is 7 or 7.5. So in academics, even if you are getting less, you will get more band scores, whereas in GT, if you are getting more, then only you will have more band scores. So it's like that. What the mistakes people do while taking this listening module? The first the big mistake, that they do not focus. It is just a minute, and what happens while listening to the audio, if we do not focus, or maybe if just for a second we have some other thought running in mind, definitely you're going to lose your score there, because not only that particular question, but coming up 2, 3 or 4 questions can be missed, because the listening will not stop for you, and you do not have control of that the audio. You cannot pause it, you cannot retake it. When students don't take note, so taking note is very important thing here, because see what happens when an audio is going on, it has a lot of information in it. So what exactly you are looking for, that you have to take note of. Okay, I'll tell you what kind of information we can take note of. Can be the name of a person, and while taking the name of a person, the audio would always spell it out, like Sam. If there is a name Sam, so definitely there would be spelling SAM, Sam. So you need to take note of it. And sometimes we have dates, sometimes we have timings. So these, particular things we need to write down somewhere, so that once we will have time, we quickly can look for the answers and can write the accurate answers later. So this is also, the overconfidence. When they do not practice much, definitely they are not going to score good in this particular module. Spelling mistakes. So there are 2 types of spellings that people write. First is for the UK English, second for the US English. Like for the UK English, I'll tell you one example, COLOR, color. So that is for the US English, but COLOUR, then this is something which is for UK English. Now US and UK, then again we have example, I can say center. Center has different spelling in these 2 languages, these 2 the type of English. Then you should choose that which type of spelling you are writing, and you should go ahead with. You can't just switch all the spellings in between. So reading instructions, it's very important. If you do not read instruction, definitely you do not know what to look for. Is it a type of matching heading kind of question, or is it a fill-up type of question? Do I have to write 2 words or 3 words, or 1 word or 1 number? If you overlook this information, definitely it will, hamper your scores. Getting panic, yes, it happens because it is an exam. Definitely you will have that hustle, you will have that panic situation, but how to control it? See, you have practiced the same skills thousands of times. Definitely you need to be very sure that yes, if I have heard this particular word, this is my answer. And to be that confident, you need to practice. You need to practice. Definitely you need to learn the things which are crucial, which are important while taking it. Reading question in advance. So yeah, this is very much important. I'll tell you how. For example, there is a set of question which is given to you prior, like in advance. And if you are not reading those questions in advance, definitely you would have no clue which audio is coming next and what can be the answer of this particular question. That's why we always suggest to read the questions before, because you always have 10 seconds or 5 seconds to read the question. So when you are reading it, definitely you have an idea that what can be the answer of it. You can have that assumption, you can guess the answers. So it becomes easy for you then. Get trapped with the similar meaning. I'll tell you how. Sometimes the audio, that audio will use the synonyms instead of the actual word. Sometimes, there is a game of sentence frame. So you need to be, as I said, the first point, you need to be very focused. If you are not focused, definitely you will be trapped in the game of words or the game of sentence. And don't look into the tone. Yes, it is also important, because tone also matters a lot. And listening, you do not have any picture which is going on, a video which is going on, so your visual understanding will not help you. Instead, you just have to listen to it, and you need to take the answer out of that audio. That's why you need to have that understanding of tone, whether it is a question or it is an explanation. So that's it. I think it is important, and very, very crucial information, I can say, which sometimes we overlook, but which is very important to know. And I believe this will help you. Just follow me for the further videos.